Hello everybody and welcome to SnackTube. It is Super Noodle Day. It's time for another Super Noodle review. I think this is the third one we've done so far. We've done the chicken, we've done the beef, so now we've got another classic flavour. So these are Super Noodles mild curry flavour. As I've explained in the previous videos, if you haven't seen them, there'll be links in the cards to the Super Noodle playlist. Go and check it out if you want to have reviews of all the individual Super Noodles. But as I've said before, it's been a while since I've had Super Noodles. Actually, I eat a lot of noodles, but not Super Noodles. I eat a lot of Indomie noodles, especially. Those are the main ones I get. Baldak as well are quite good. But it's been a long time since I've really properly had Super Noodles. And I've tried the chicken and the beef, and I have to say, they were a little bit underwhelming. I feel like they weren't as flavourful as I remember. I ate a lot of these things when I was in uni. I used to eat Super Noodles practically every day when I was in uni. Maybe that's why I stopped eating them, because I kind of got sick of them. But yeah, the curry flavour, not a flavour that I would usually go for. But I do like curries, and I like curry flavoured things. I don't know why I'm not a big fan of curry noodles generally. But yeah, hopefully those will be nice. We'll see what they're like. In each video, I've been experimenting slightly with the way I cook the noodles. You know, the instructions on the back say you have to do them in 300 milliliters of boiling water, and you add the salt, the seasoning, while it's, you know, in the water. So I've been trying, I did that in the first one, and I feel like they weren't very flavourful. So I've done different methods. The second one, I think I used a little bit less water. And this one I used even less water. I only used about 150, 160 millilitres of water, which actually made it tough to get the water into the noodles. So I feel like that's not quite enough water. So I'm thinking maybe next time we do them in the 300, but then drain it before we add the seasoning. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, they're looking good, and hopefully they'll be tasty. We've got Superman on this packet this time around. Last time I think we had Wonder Woman on the beef, and I think on the chicken it was Batman. So we've got Superman now. It won't be long before that promotion's over and the DC stuff all disappears, but I quite like getting superheroes on my noodles. It's always fine. All right, well, I've parroted enough, I think. Let's have a look at the details on here. These are, what's the full description say? Dried noodles with a mild curry flavour seasoning. Pretty straightforward. Serves 1 as a tasty snack, or 2 as part of a main meal. Of course, I'm doing this the same way I've been doing all the noodles so far, which is in my classic uni style. A packet of the noodles cooked and then placed on top of 2 slices of buttered toast. So we'll try the noodles just on their own, but then we'll also try them with the toast and see how well they go with that. So nutritional information. I imagine most of them are exactly the same, but they might vary slightly depending on what's in the seasonings. But I'll read them out. So per half pack, 145 grams is prepared. You've got 220 calories, 9.6 grams of fat, of which saturates are 4.5 grams, 28.1 grams of carbs, of which 0.6 is sugar, 1.7 grams fiber, 4.5 grams protein, and 0.59 grams of salt. So as you can see, 3 oranges and a green there. So ultimately not terrible for you, but not good. But as part of a balanced diet, perfectly fine. There's your list of ingredients. I want to pause the video and have a wee look. As far as allergens go, there's wheat, and that's it. Just wheat. So if you're can't have wheat, then do avoid. But this is suitable for vegetarians, not necessarily vegans. There may be something in there that means you can't have it. I'm not going to go through it, but it just says on here suitable for vegetarians, which is good. Okay, so that's what they look like on the packet, on a fork. I wonder if that's the same graphic of noodles that they use on that as they do on all of the noodle packets, and I wonder what flavour the actual picture is, because they all do look pretty much the same, although these ones look a bit brighter, a bit more yellow. So there they are here on a toast. And the last 2 videos, you know, I've used quite a lot of water, or I've used the amount that they said, you know, 300, and then I used about just over 200. This one I used barely any water, and it's all basically been absorbed into the noodles, so there's no soup. No soup at all, and that's the way you want it. That's the way I want them anyway, because I feel like if you do that, then all the flavour's been absorbed into the noodles. You're not just left with, you know, bland noodles with flavoury water on the bottom. All right, well, let's give them a try then, shall we? So I'll get a wee forkful. Boom. So These are Super Noodles, mild curry flavour. Let's give them the old taste test. I like them. They're nice. Texture's good. The noodles are got a little bit of bite to them. They're kind of sticky, which I like. I like them gooey. I usually add cheese to mine if I have them, you know, just on their own. Because that's what I used to do back in the day. So texture is good, just like normal super noodles. I don't feel like they're dry because of the lack of water or anything, which is good. Flavour-wise, I would say that having less water has helped to impart a bit more flavour, but they're still not hugely flavourful. I mean, you can definitely tell that they're curry. You've got that curry flavour. They've got that sort of corianderiness to them that you get from a curry. So they're very nice. I do like them. They're quite a nice curry flavour. Could do with some cheese or maybe a bit of extra flavour to them, but overall, not complaining. They're quite good. But it's a pretty bog standard curry flavour. Got a good hit of coriander in them, which I like. I like coriander. A lot of people don't. Obviously, there's a gene, like you might have the gene which says you don't like coriander. It makes it taste like soap. Oddly enough, I think coriander does taste like soap, but I still like it. I don't know what that says about me, but maybe I should just start eating bars of soap for my lunch. Maybe not. I don't know. I think I'd end up with quite bubbly farts if I did that. But anyway, try it with the toast. I think I ended up with an end piece for this one. I'm going to go out and get a new loaf of bread. Don't know if that really works hugely with the toast, the curry flavour. Yeah, see, there's a slight issue. I mean, when you have the toast, when I had the toast in the last two videos, it was soggy. The toast ended up being soggy because of the soup. But that also meant that all the flavour got absorbed into the bread, which made the bread really flavourful and tasty. Of course, a lot of people wouldn't like the sogginess of the bread. I personally don't mind it. With this, all the flavour is in the noodles, and I have to say the noodles aren't hugely flavourful anyway. So having them on the toast isn't really helping their cause. I think I need a bit more water. I think I need them to be a little bit wet. I'm trying to find like how do you make the perfect super noodle, because the instructions on the packet aren't the way to do it. Trying to find that ideal perfect point to make them just right. Maybe you need to add something to it, a bit of extra salt maybe, but I'm not doing that for the videos because we're taking them as pure super noodles as they come. Well, there you go. Not bad, not bad. I quite like the curry flavour. I like that they're coriandery, but yeah, not hugely flavourful still. You know, I think the beef ones were probably the most flavourful of the three I've tried so far. I've got another packet in the cupboard. I thought I bought chow mein, but apparently I didn't buy chow mein. I bought bacon. So I'll get the chow mein next time. But for the next video, not necessarily the next video, but the next super noodle video, we'll be having bacon flavour, which hopefully will be nice. I like bacon. Who doesn't like bacon? So yeah, probably I'd put this level with the chicken. I don't feel like it's any better or worse than the chicken. I'd still say of the three so far, I think the beef is probably my favourite, now that I think about it. Well, that'll do for today. Thanks very much for watching. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, hit the wee bell to get notifications anytime a new video comes out. Of course, let me know what your favourite super noodle flavour is in the comments. If someone comments the super noodle flavour I haven't tried yet, I'll get that one next. But for now, yeah, I hope you all have yourselves a fantastic day, and I will catch you in the next video. Will it be Super Noodles? Probably not the next one, but there will be another Super Noodles, but you'll have to hit the wee bell to know when the Super Noodles videos are coming. Alright, cheers guys, catch us later.